Sashi Uti Jukshin Meto Chang Rira Bingshi Niente Diempadi Sangye Shingdu Mite Uargi Jokun Namda Shingla Chuparsho Vyam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamniyatayami Sangye Chidam Soki Jognam La Jamchu Bardu Dakni Kyatsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sanam Ki Drola Benshir Sangye Druparsho Sangye Chudam Soki Jognam La Jamchu Bardu Dakni Kyatsuchi Daki Chunyen Gipe Sanam Ki Drola Benshir Sangye Druparsho Sangye Chudam Soki Jognam La Jangshu Bardu Dagni Gyapsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gipe Sanam Ki Drola Benshir Sangye Druparsho.
So, all right then, Mr. Arao. Read. And Ben's gonna correct you while I eat nuts.
Oh boy. New. Can I stop doing this now? You don't.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
Just be shameless.
She sang
You're correct.
She
sen
chai
chai
j
chola
ch
chola ka sang del your gi cure nam rag ring su pa ring shu pa tarda.
Is that one again? Delmjor.
Telmjor. Oh, Telmjor. Nieke. Donche. Dunche. Su la lolekpar
Jang
Xing.
Okay, good. That's a sentence.
Ugh.
Here we go.
Sorry, dude.
We talked about Nushi yesterday, and in the study of Samten, it is opposed to
She as a person.
Miendo.
Yeah.
I should make a rule that you can't talk after 10 o'clock. Yeah. Then everybody else have to learn some stuff.
We learned from him.
I guess you Tutorinchen would say, oh, word is your representative, right?
Sold.
Yeah.
You're hired.
He talks for you. Sanjay Chu, anybody? So it means we got to the main subject now.
Okay.
Of the...
Oh, yeah.
Second session.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. Sanjay Chu, anybody? Sen is honorific of Tupa.
Oh, we listened.
The
Dharma that was
Dharma,
heard.
you should, the Dharma you will be listening to today.
Okay.
Okay. Future participle cha, to be listened to. Okay. And you're going to get some colloquial in this text. You're going to get some spoken language that these guys will not see in their text. And Kasang is one of them.
Cousin.
You might have known it as Kesang.
No.
Kesan Dorje.
Song.
What's that?
Kesa Kolechu. Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Kasang means yesterday.
Oh, Kasang. Yeah.
Kesang. In colloquial, they often say Kesang. Not the same as kepsang, which means the profit from a business transaction,
Capsang.
and comes in the 8 verses. Downdraw,
Leisure and Fortune.
how many of each?
8 and 10.
10 and 8.
10. No, 8 and 10, isn't it?
8 and 10, I'm sorry, you're right. Core, S-K-O-R, means a subject or a topic, okay? It's not apostrophe K-H, which is like the turning of the wheel. So it's not Sugang's text, Sipe Korlo. Core means about,
About, right?
okay, on the subject of. Okay. Core Nam means topics. The topics relating to leisure and fortune. Rock Rim is a colloquialism, which means Adam has to write it down. Normally Rim means stage or step, but it doesn't mean that in Rock Rim. In Rock Rim it means quickly, roughly. What do you call it? There's a nice English word.
Cursively?
Cursorily.
Cursorily.
He's even embarrassing you on English. In a cursory way. Perfect. Cursory is perfect for Ragnim. Rakba means not subtle. Rough. Okay. It's the opposite of
Carmel.
Okay. So in a cursory way, Shuba. That's a polite. It's a politesism for the way a lama says, "I taught you yesterday." It means I requested you yesterday, but it means I taught you yesterday, and it means I preferred yesterday. Which I offered you yesterday. It's a polite word. It kind of removes him from the status of teacher. He's like, which I shared with you yesterday. It means he's being modest. As I shared with you yesterday. If like that, okay, you have Jung,
Practice.
you have to Lojong.
Purify.
No,
Develop.
yeah, develop it in your heart. Get your mind thinking this way. Okay? And between Lo Lekba Jung are all these topics.
Right. Leisure and Fortune.
Downturn,
That are hard to
Neka,
find. That's hard to find.
difficult to find, and Dun Chumbo.
That's
Very important. So this is a typical compare contrast thing with Downjor. They'll often say Neka Dunche. Difficult to find, big potential. Yeah. Important for your life. Okay? So
the method for taking the essence out of this life?
no, the way to do those meditations. No, I'm sorry. The way that they are hard to find and the way that they are very important. You got to practice that in your meditations. Get it into your mind clearly. De Jesu, and then after that, you should do the Mitapi Chokor.
You should study the topics.
Yeah, Lojong,
You're gonna die.
practice mentally the topics relating to Mitapi. This Chungor just means spiritual topics of impermanence. Okay, how you're gonna have to die. Lojong, Seyang. And about that meditation. Okay, when you're on the subject of that meditation, which is what?
Impermanence.
No, Mitapa.
Impermanent.
Yeah, impermanence. Okay.
Unchangingness.
Sorry, I'm just having a food attack. Shin means you might want to follow the Kadampas of old.
The hippie Buddhists.
Okay, Kadampa. The first Tibetan Buddhists were called Kadampas. Kongma means of ancient times, of old. Of old. It means higher. Kongma is also the word in Tibetan for the Chinese emperor.
Oh yeah.
Really?
It's called the Kongma, the higher one.
With a feminine ending, that's it.
Yeah, but it's not really feminine. It just means the higher one position. So the Tibetan word for Chinese emperor is higher one.
It's a feminine word, is it?
Excuse me?
Kongma, is it feminine, referring to feminine?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
So sometimes ma does not mean feminine, but many times it does. There was only one female emperor, right? And it's not talking about her. Kongma Nanki Sumbashin. As the Kadambas of old used to say, Sung. Somebody tell me why Kadambas are called Kadambas.
Because they relied on the advices of their lamas. And they passed millennials.
They figured out that
Everything
every
that they
single teaching
see
Oh yeah.
was
personal.
part of the path
They all
where they practice it.
It's very common when you're in a room with 50 other people and there's a good Lama teaching that you feel that he or she is criticizing you directly. Okay. Like, I don't know why he keeps talking about me. You know, he's talking lazy people, stupid people can't meditate. You know, why is he picking on me? That's kadam.
Kadam.
And the expression in Tibetan is Kadampar Sharwa. Kadampar Sharwa. Ka means the word of the Lama. Dampa means personal advice. Dampar means as personal advice. Sharwa, it strikes you. You know, it seems like everything he says, he's talking to me directly. And that's a sign that you have a karmic connection with that Lama. And it's a blessing. You know, you feel like he's talking to you directly when they're saying good things and bad things. You're like, oh, they're talking to me. You know. So it used to happen to them so often that their name became "He's talking to me"ers. Okay, the name of their school is "He's talking to me"ers, and technically the school is divided into two.
So old Kadampas and new Kadampas.
Yeah, the old Kadampas and the new Kadampas. So old Kadampas is people like the Lojong writers, Senge, Dorje Senge, Atisha, Dromtenje, Potoa, Sharawa,
Keshiben.
and then there's a expression. One of the names for Tsongkhapa's school is New Kadampas, Kadam Sarpa, Kadam Sar. Okay, and then there's a group in England, a modern group, that took that name, NKT, New Kadampa Tradition or something like that. So, and they've been criticized a lot, but we know about that, so let's just be neutral. Okay. They just opened a center in Williams.
Right?
Yeah. Kadam Koma Namki. Okay. Now he's going to state an outline for death meditation that follows what the old Kadampas used to talk about. Okay, and it's going to have 3 parts: Tsawasum, Gyutsengu, Tachepasum. Okay, say Tsawasum, Gyutsengu, Tachepasum. Tsawasum, Gyutsengu, Tachepasum. Tsawasum means the 3 basic principles about death. 3 basic principles about death. Literally the 3 roots. Okay. Then there's 9 reasonings or 9 rationales for the 3 basic principles. There's 9 reasons why the 3 basic principles are true. And it happens to be 3 each. There's 3 reasons for the first principle, 3 reasons for the second principle, 3 reasons for the third principle. If you understand the 3 principles because of the 9 reasons, you should come to the 3 takchepa. Conclusion or decision. Okay. If you say, is he going to be a Harambageshi, and they'll say Tache Yomare. They haven't made the final decision yet. It hasn't been decided yet. So takchepa can mean decisions you should make about your life. Life decisions that you should make once you understand the 3 principles and the 9 reasons for the 3 principles. Okay. and then he doesn't explain them. So I got them for you. I got a nice source for them for you. You've had them already in the Gift of Liberation. But I was trying to find something that wasn't 20 pages long. So I got you an outline. It's kind of an outline. And it's enough for a footnote that you're not going to overload your reader. Okay. Chepe gone sam gutsu. Gutsu means he describes. So tsu in a transcript means he talked about how. Okay, tsu in a transcript means he talked about how. What? We had to think about these things. Some good means you got to think about these things. So our Lama talked about how we had to think about the 3 principles, the 9 reasons, and the 3 decisions that were taught by the Kadampas of old. Okay. So I went and got this Sinti, which is notes on the Lamrim Chuma. Notes on the short, the brief Lamrim. I think it's Muchu. Somebody want to look it up? 6516.
6516.
Yeah, I think it's Muchu. I'm not sure. Lama Quicksilver. You want to sell these to anybody? I'm so full. In the
Pass
back
them
row?
around.
Back row? Try back row.
Everything's gone
I think
through.
back row didn't get much.
Okay, here you go.
Gogo Mare.
Kitsan loves Lojong.
Yeah. Say again. Tell him again.
You don't have to carve it.
Kitsan Lojong.
Gogo Mare.
Jamyam
Gogo Mare. You don't have to carve it. Just look it up.
Oh, she already got it.
It's a joke when someone takes too long. Who's the author?
Kitsan
Kitsan.
Lojong Jamyam.
Kitsan Rinpoche. Kitsan Rinpoche. Okay. He's from Sarame. Regardless of which one you think is the real one. Okay. Okay. Chiwa Jemba Gonsu Kikupsu. When we are supposed to, at the time, Kupsu, when we are supposed to meditate, at the time when they cover how to meditate, thinking about your death, Chiwa Jemba. It says remember death, but it's more thinking about your future death. We're supposed to think about the Tsawasum,
The 3 roots.
the 3 basic principles,
The
the
9
Gyutsengu, the 9 reasonings behind them, and the Dakchepasum, the 3 decisions we're supposed to make. Here at Tsawa Chembo, big root means these are critical. So that's another idiom for you. Tsawa Chembo. Sachin in colloquial Tibetan means these are critical. Meaning these are big root. Okay. Therefore, Tang Den Re Ngepanze, you better be confident about how we are to count them. Okay? Each one of the groups, you better be up on them, sharp. Okay? Okay.
So count is like an expression.
Chang here is count. Yeah. Chang Den means okay. Give me the 3. 1, 2, 3, and then typically you use a rosary in the monastery. Give me the 9, and you count out 9 beads, and you say, "Give me the 9." Then they say the first one, and you go like this, you know. So you say Chang Den, you know, count them for me. Give me the count, and then they have to count them for you real fast, like in a debate. Chang Den. Sao Sunni. See, I found you this is as short as you can get. These are just like what do you call it? Not code word, but nicknames or
Abbreviation.
bullet points is good. Who said that?
Stanley.
Wow. His English is better than ours. Okay. So here's the 3 principles. I put ABC, okay, Seiji?
Okay.
Ngepa Chiwa Samba.
You're definitely gonna
Definitely gonna die.
Think
You're
about the fact
definitely
that you're
gonna die.
definitely
Think
gonna
about Samba means you should think about how it's definite you're going to die. Okay. Ngepa means definitely. Nam Chi Ngeme Samba.
You don't know when.
Yeah. So nam means when, and you say it just before a verb. Okay, like Nam Dro.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know when you're going?
When are you gonna leave? When are you gonna go? Okay, Nam Yong.
When are you gonna sing?
When he's gonna arrive.
Oh.
Oh,
You see what I mean? So Nam Chi means when you're gonna die. Ngep. He's playing on the Ngepa.
Mm-hmm.
It's the A is definite, B is not definite. You see?
Yeah.
That you will die is definite. When you'll die is indefinite. May. Okay. These are contemplations. Here's a case where Sampa truly means contemplation, as opposed to prayer or meditation. Yeah, you're supposed to sit down. When you're driving and people are about to kill you in front and in back, you can think about it. And then unfortunately, the third group has a much longer name. It's a whole sentence. What is it? She would say,
At the time of death,
yeah, when you die, Chimato,
nothing but the Dharma.
accept the Dharma, Kangi Kyang, nothing at all, Mi Pen can help you. Okay? Money doesn't help you, friends don't help you, doctors don't help you, lawyers don't help you, police don't help you. Okay, the normal recourses of life, lawyers, money, influence, friends, kids, nothing will help you. Mi Pen. Nothing at all can help you. Kangi Kyang Mi Pen. These are three contemplations. So the three principles are actually three contemplations. Oh, I was thinking of a good word for gyutsen here, justification. Maybe, so there's three justifications for the first one, there's three justifications for the second one, and there's three justifications for the third one. Here's the 9 justifications. Okay, or the 9 reasons. You decide how to translate it. Literally, it's the 9 causes, or reasons, the 9 reasons. Okay. Now I divided them for you, and I didn't add any words. I'm just cutting the root text. A means, here's the first principle, Sao Dambo. Chida Ngepa On.
Oh.
Oh, your death is definite.
The Lord of Death. Is
Yeah,
certain
the
to
Lord
come.
of Death is sure to come.
Shida.
The Lord of
Shida.
Death is sure to
Death
come.
boss.
So here's Dak. Dak is used in Utpala's text as, self-nature, but here it means Lord, and sometimes it can mean owner, like who's the Dakpo of this place. Okay, so these are the flavors of Dak. Here it means Lord of Death, okay? Boss of the King of Death. Ngepa On, not means light, right? But it looks similar in a carving. And this law is the gentle
Whereas,
disjunctive, and almost whereas Deyang and that coming Kian Kangi Kyang Ma Dok Dok Mepa. We had this dok a couple times now.
Turning back, right?
Yeah, repel it, turn it back, stop it,
There's nothing
make
you
him
can
turn
do to
around.
stop it.
Yeah, there's no kin.
Condition, factor.
ornaments.
Yeah, and in English we don't say, there's no condition factor to keep him from coming to my house today.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, we just say like there's nothing you can do. We don't say there's no condition factor to keep him from coming to my house today, to keep him from coming to my class today. But it does mean here, there's nothing you can do to stop it. Okay, that's the first rationale, or the first, what did we say?
Justification.
Justification for the principle. What was the principle?
Oh, that's a certain.
Death is definite.
You definitely have to die. Okay, the first reason that's true is that the Lord of Death is going to come and nobody can stop him. And there's nothing can stop him. Okay. Her. Okay. Tsela Nimba Me. This Nimba means
Harm? Or there's
no. Well, this nun means to make an addition.
Oh.
Oh, you
Oh,
Nothing can make
add
your
any
life
time.
longer.
Yeah, you cannot add time onto your life.
Yeah.
And this G is a very unusual word. It's rare. and it means reduction.
Oh.
Oftentimes with weight of a person, and in a bad way. He's been very worried, so his kujisha.
He's losing weight.
Yeah, he's losing weight because he's under such stress. In America, it's the opposite,
Too much food.
right? So,
Why are you
Can't
looking
shave
over here?
anytime.
we didn't mean both. DJ means the DJ is parmache.
There's no nothing to do. You could stop it, but
No,
you
parmache.
can't, not obstacle. It's not
Uninterrupted.
uninterrupted.
It's steady. It's
That
constant.
reduction is continuous.
Yeah, there's no pause. It means pause.
Steady. Right?
Parmachidiyapa, without a pause.
Oh.
You know, your candle is burning down, okay? The amount of life you have is reducing. It's being reduced without a pause. And there's nothing you can do to add to the debit card, in theory. Okay? There's nothing you can do to add life. You can't add a few years or a few days. It's not possible. You cannot buy. Okay. Sunba, you know?
No.
Sunba means to be alive. To be alive. Okay. That's not dead. It means not dead. Maybe it's related to Saban, I don't know. But anyway, Sunbit se layam, and even while you are alive, long means time. Okay,
You don't have
mepa.
much time anyway.
You don't have much time to chuja.
Practice the Dharma.
Yeah, to practice the Dharma. Even if you haven't died, even if you don't die today, before it's time to sleep, okay? You somehow you won't have time to do all the things you want to do. Okay, the Dharma, the spiritual practices. Somehow, you always don't have time. Okay, Chijai, long man. So you will definitely die without any time to do all the spiritual practices you wanted, even while you're still alive. Okay. All right. And then now there's a principle in translation called distribution. And one verb, three phrases. And this one verb refers to all three. Okay? You will definitely die. This Ngepa Chiwa refers to one, and to two, and to three. Okay? So it's called distribution. His stupid face, words, thoughts.
All of the
Stupid distributes to all three.
Oh.
Stupid
I
face,
was trying to
stupid
understand
words,
what
stupid. Stupid distributes.
Stupid face.
Stupid
will
face,
die.
thoughts, and words. But it means he has stupid face, stupid words, stupid thoughts. Okay, so that's called distribution. The Ngepa Chiwa spreads to all three. Okay, it's definite you will die because there's no way to add time onto your life. Oh, sorry, you can't stop it. The Lord death will come, you can't stop it. There's no way to add time, and your time is constantly being reduced. And even while you're alive, you don't have time to practice. Okay. Therefore, in this sense, death is definite. Okay. All right, Gyutsensen. Now we reach the Sawanipa.
Second.
Hmm?
The second of the three.
Yeah, the second principle, the second basic principle. What was the first one?
You're definitely gonna die.
Yeah, definitely gonna die. Now here's number two. What was the second one?
You don't know when.
Yeah, you don't know when. Good. Zambu Lingbe Tsela Ngepa Mepa.
Our lives are uncertain in this continent.
The length
of life. is
Yeah, the
uncertain.
length of life on this continent is not fixed. What's the? It's a Mainga.
The other is fixed.
Yeah, there's other parts of the world where everybody
fixed
lives
life.
to 500.
10,000.
Continental unpleasant sound.
Yeah.
You're
gonna die tomorrow.
Okay, so Zambaling means this continent. And this is the four continents. Right? Everybody knows why Zambaling's called Zambaling. I don't have to.
Yeah.
Jambu.
I heard that one.
And Sumatra was called Jambudvipa. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Swarna Dwipa.
Suvarnadvipa. I'm sorry, you're right.
Jambu
Yeah.
Dipa is Java Island, I think.
Oh, okay,
Java.
the whole Java
Java Island
Island.
is Jambu Dipa.
Okay, and,
Jambu.
and
Jambu is
Sumatra is.
Swarna Dipa.
Oh, okay.
Swarna Dipa.
Okay, cool.
Java is Jambu.
Jambu, I think so.
Okay.
Makes sense.
The Kians for Chiwa are Shindumam.
The things that can kill you are many.
Good. I like how you said it. You didn't say death factors extremely. He put it into normal English. Your text especially has to be normal English. Because your text was given as a colloquial talk. It was a talk between friends almost. So it wasn't some kind of... It shouldn't sound like a textbook.
Should it be like Papokar, which is lumbering?
Yeah, very similar.
Oh.
That's also a transcript. Right? The things that can kill you are many, and the things that can
Keep you alive.
keep alive are
Stop breathing.
It's nice to see that the Lamrim teaching has had some effect on some people's minds. Like some people are remembering a few things from Lamrim number 18 or 14 or 12.
Sure.
It's nice to not have to go from scratch. Something sank in.
Yeah.
In English we say something sank in. Like water on a cloth or something. Okay. The general condition of the body is extremely fragile. Normally, Nyamchung means shy. Could Nyamchung Shibijidu? He's painfully shy. Nyamchung Shibijidu. So Nyamchung normally means shy. But in the study of the Lamrim, it means fragile. Easy to kill. Okay. The body is easy, it's very killable. Okay. Therefore, and then he gives the principle again. Namchila ngepa mepa. It's uncertain
Time for death.
when you will die. Okay. For those three reasons. This is not one of the countries in the world where your life is guaranteed. There are many things that can kill you. There are only a few things that can keep you alive. And your body is, the basic condition of your body is very fragile. And then they often say a splinter can kill you. I think Ulysses Grant, Abraham Lincoln or Ulysses Grant's son died from a splinter. Something like that. Tsawa Sumbala, the third principle. Lu Ki Mi Pemba. Okay, now listen. Lu Ki Mi Pemba. When it's instrumental, it's a silent S, but in compensation you make it longer. Lu Ki Mi Pemba. Even by the body, Mi Pemba,
No help.
it's not going to be any use at that time. It won't help you. You can do yoga your whole life. When that moment comes, it doesn't matter how many headstands. Okay.
All your cool stuff can't help you.
Yeah, long chuki mi pamba. Your possessions can help you. Okay. None of your possessions can help you. Your new Rogue Nissan Rover car. Okay. Tesla. I was trying to talk V into buying me a Tesla for my birthday.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hope so.
Then I found out you can only get across the street before you have to plug it in.
That's not true at all.
Just
300
kidding.
miles.
Nyanki mi pen. How many trips to New York is that?
2, 3?
7.5
No.
back from the nearest charging station.
How far?
How many
How far
miles?
away from around?
Around 15 miles.
Oh.
15.
Your,
Depending on how far you go to
your
20,
family can't help you.
Oh, I could do 5 round trips.
Oh,
Then I have an excuse not to come to school.
your friends or your
Like,
relation, like the people.
yeah,
in the-
Nyan means loved ones.
Yeah,
You can say loved ones.
loved one.
Okay. Friends and family. They can't help you. Okay. These are the 3 rationales for the third principle. This dome So you've had a lot of domes now. You had dome as a vowel. You had dome as self-control. You had dome as sexual organ. Seriously. And now you have dome as total love. So this spelling of dome means total love.
With the sauce suffix?
Yeah. This makes the total of 9. 9 reasons. Okay. So this dome, like dome C means addition or math. You know, calculating. Okay. So be careful with your domes. Doma can also mean to give advice to someone.
Like
Doma.
Dhamma.
Yeah. So there's a lot of domes.
Should that be GDOM?
By the way, dome can also mean spider. So
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's right. Which spelling? Which spelling, Krishna?
own dome, I think.
Owl dome.
I think so, and maybe related to bear somehow. I don't know. Anyway, okay.
Okay.
Tachibasum. The 3
Conclusions or
resolutions.
Resolutions.
Almost. Okay, you should make.
Resolutions.
Yeah, now that you've studied the 3 principles and the 9 reasons for them, there's 3 decisions you should make about your life. Life decision. Number 1.
You must.
Yeah, you would have to practice the
Totally
Dharma.
practice that.
Tak Cheba means it's decided. So oftentimes when they say Tak Cheba, they go like this. Tak Cheba. Tak Cheba. It's decided.
Is top rope literally?
The rope, yeah. Rope cut. It means it's decided. Let's snip it here.
Cut the rope.
Yeah, okay, it's decided. Okay. You gotta do the Dharma. When should you start? Tatanine.
Right? Right now.
Yeah, this moment, this very moment. Deyang means and that meaning that first one. And that Dharma, you better do it now. You gotta start now. Start today. Start today. The third one's inordinately long compared to the first 2, right? Lu Long Chi
Body stuff.
Yang Kangi Kian Wang Du.
I need to just use my body and stuff to help me have the power to do good stuff.
To my loved ones.
There's something wrong with the text here.
Study only Dharma.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Is there a carving or something or no?
So you found
Where did
this.
you get
This is something you pulled out, Gesha, from Cute Song.
Yeah, this is.
Oh,
You want me to
really?
look it up? TBRC.
Yeah, we need another text. It's either an idiom that I never heard of or it's a totally screwed up. Anyway, the meaning is clear, and we gotta look up. I'm gonna make a note. Check scan. I'll look it up in Sig just to see if there's some idiom I'm not aware of. Oh, there is an expression. He doesn't define it. Try again. Okay. It seems to mean if for some reason, but okay. Maybe lightly or something like that. Lu Long Chu Kangi Kyang. Ken Wang Dimitor. Never let any use of your body, your possessions, or your friends. Well, the second part means chubashi chaga. You have to devote yourself to Dharma. Okay.
Only Dharma, right?
Only Dharma, only to Dharma. I'm guessing it means don't waste your body, possessions, and family. I think it can also mean accidentally sometimes. Let's go look up some other examples of it. The dictionary doesn't have it. Das, I don't think has it. No. Let's see Kingi Wangi. Nope. No. Let's look at it in all the books there are and see if someone spoke about it.
In this book? Oh, the one that we've taken from.
Are you and TV are signature for the scan?
It's a commentary on the Long Room. So Jamshu Plangi Rinpa Shunmuri Sintri. Oh, maybe we gotta show.
That sounds like the name of the book that you...
I don't know. I gotta work on that. Okay? Let me work on it. I'll tell you the pieces. Maybe logically you can figure out what it's supposed to mean. The second half says you should devote yourself to Dharma only. The first half says buy your body, buy your possessions, and by your loved ones. Never give up. Kien Wang Do. I don't know. Okay, I gotta look it up. And we have to check the reading. Make sure it's reading. Okay, so I'm gonna, GMR has to look up. Okay. Gyutsen Dambakap.
It's time for the first name of the chapter.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm saying another 3 more minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
okay.
Yeah, we're stopping 2 minutes, Krishna. Switching over to Allison.
When we're talking about the first justification, which was nothing can prevent you from dying when the time comes, he says, oh, we're still in, by the way, we're not in your text yet, so we don't have to decide what that means. Okay. This author that we're using as a source, right? Who was that? Oh, Kyutsang Rinpoche. He said, Chana Dorje Sunwa Chekendong. It doesn't matter if you somehow got Vajrapani to stand over you in your sick bed when you're in the hospital. If Vajrapani were standing there, preventing anyone evil from reaching you, you will still die. Soje Shunu. Soje Shunu is a famous early physician of Tibet. Like, I don't know, Walter Reed.
Gerald the Young.
Yeah, some very famous doctor. He's called the younger physician. There were two Yutok. It's two Yutoks. Yutok is two famous. Is a famous family of physicians, and Yutok the younger is very famous. Yu means turquoise, Tok means roof, and they had on their estate, the roofs were made of turquoise tiles. So they came to be called Yutok. I knew a Yutok, a princess, who came out of Tibet, and she died, but she was old lady at the time. So it's a famous, what do you call
Lineage?
line of nobility, and they were physicians in the early years. So he's the most famous doctor that ever was, and he could be standing there and you'll still die. Okay. I don't know what Kadadu Kenche means, but that's a third example. Even if one of your relatives does the Kadadu, you're still gonna die. So I don't know what's Kadadu. Some kind of do some ritual. Okay.
Word. That's cool.
What? How much time I have?
No
Time
minutes.
is up right now.
Let's do one more sentence. Kepadu, and more particularly, Tsendi le matongna. If you don't give up on this life mentally, okay. The le tong means give up on it mentally. Okay. It's related to tonglen, the tong, give away. Okay. So tong. Chen nam dak yong we tab mepe. You will never be a good Dharma practitioner if you have any attachment left to this life. Okay. You will never practice Dharma completely. Okay. No way. Tab me. Say. So first you gotta give up on this life. You know, money, fame, you know, living in a good town.
Oh man.
And now we got 10 more principles. Okay, 10 more principles divided into 3 groups.
Oh yeah.
They relate to death meditation. First one is called Punyek Top. And I translated it in the first ACI course and in the Principal Teachings of Buddhism. The 10 are in there.
Yeah.
So I went and got it for you
And the Lama.
with the translation. Okay. The first 3 are being thrown out, reaching, and attaining. Okay. Being thrown out, reaching, and attaining. Okay. That's called Punyek Top. Okay. So they came last. They came last in the Lama, in the 3 principal paths. Then you have to Tepashi, the 4 aims. Okay, the 4 aims. And then the Dorje Sum, the 3 diamonds. Okay, and they were in Pablo Kurpache's explanation of the 3 principal paths. So I went and chopped it out for you. And we'll talk about it next time. Okay, Nepashik, good. You have to live in those. Okay. So Lam Rim Ki Sung She Chitar Tsao. He taught us following the general style of a Lam Rim teaching. Okay. And he's gonna depart from that style. But for the time being, he hasn't really got to the text yet. For the time being, he's just doing sort of softening up people, and then he's gonna hit him with the crown knives. So Chi Ta Tsao means the way they generally teach Lam Rim. He was just talking like that. Okay, implying that he's gonna change it. Yeah, he's softening the audience up with stuff that they know. Okay, all right then.
Sashi Puki Jukshin Metok Sham Rirabling Shin Inde Gempadi Sange Shingdu Mite Uwargi kun namda shingla juparsho. Idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami. Gewa di gewo kun. Sunam yashe zozo shing. Sunam yashe lejung wei. Tambar kunyi tobar sho.
All right then. Very good.
Thank you, Vish.
Yeah, and you got the whole. You see,
Hmm.
I cut it out for you.
This would
That's-
be to made into a footnote, or
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
because he doesn't list. He doesn't say what they are.
like a footnote referring to an annex, right?
Yeah,
Like a
or
big.
up to you,
Yeah.
I like that.
or just shrink it to a footnote. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, last time I did it as an annex, like
That's
the
fine.
whole
Yeah, I like that.
footnote and
I
reference.
think you're gonna need to because it's so much stuff.
Cool.
And it's good stuff.